Imagine strolling through a vibrant European city, camera in hand, eager to soak in the atmosphere. You're admiring the architecture when suddenly a man bumps into you. He apologizes profusely, but his eyes linger a bit too long on your face before he scurries away. Or perhaps you're lounging by the pool in an all-inclusive resort, sipping a fruity cocktail when a fellow guest asks you where you're really from, surprised that you're not from Africa. These scenarios, though seemingly innocuous, highlight the subtle ways in which Black women can be targeted. But it's not just about intent. Even well-meaning inquiries can cross the line into microaggression. Picture yourself exploring bustling markets, haggling for souvenirs when a store owner compliments your beautiful braids, then reaches out to touch them without asking. Seemingly complimentary, right? Yet this gesture reduces you to your physical traits and ignores your agency. Welcome to the world where every journey is unique, but every traveler faces challenges. Today we delve into the subtle art of traveling. Are they really compliments? Do they genuinely want to know, or are they just curious? Join us as we unpack 10 signs of microaggressions that can undermine your travel experience. Number 1. You speak English so well. Picture this. You're ordering a cup of coffee in a cozy Parisian cafe. As you greet the barista with a polite, "Bonjour, un espresso, s'il vous plaît," their eyebrows raise in surprise. "You speak English so well," they exclaim. While seemingly complimentary, this comment can be a microaggression. It stems from the underlying assumption that because of your appearance, they expected you to have difficulty communicating in their language. This comment inadvertently communicates that they perceive you as foreign or less fluent in the local language, based on preconceived notions about your abilities. Instead of embracing the opportunity to engage with someone from a different country, they reduce your identity to a perceived inability to speak their language, thereby perpetuating stereotypes and undermining your sense of belonging in the place you're visiting. Number 2. Where are you really from? Imagine you're attending a vibrant music festival in Spain, soaking in the lively atmosphere when a fellow concertgoer strikes up a conversation. "Where are you from?" they ask. At first, you assume they're interested in your travel experience. However, their tone shifts when you reply, "I'm from London." Their eyebrows raise in disbelief. "Oh, I thought you were from Africa," they say with a hint of surprise. This microaggression reveals the tendency to categorize people based on their physical characteristics, reducing them to stereotypes. The person assumes that because of your Black features, you must be from Africa, ignoring your stated nationality. This comment perpetuates harmful stereotypes and undermines your identity, suggesting that there's only one place in the world where someone like you could be from. 3. Don't you wish you were back home eating real food? Picture yourself unwinding after a busy day of sightseeing. You decide to treat yourself to a delicious meal at a local restaurant. As you enjoy your plate of authentic cuisine, a stranger at the next table strikes up a conversation. "This reminds me of a dish my grandmother used to make," you share. They lean closer. "Don't you wish you were back home eating real food?" they inquire. Seemingly curious, but this question carries a hidden microaggression. It implies that your current environment cannot provide the same level of culinary authenticity as your assumed homeland. This statement suggests that there's a monolithic concept of real food and reduces your identity to a set of culinary stereotypes. Your presence in the current location is seen as temporary, and your enjoyment of local cuisine is dismissed as not being the same as the imagined authenticity of your homeland. Number 4. You don't look like you're from around here. Imagine walking through a quaint neighborhood admiring the local architecture when a resident approaches you. "Can I help you?" they ask suspiciously. As you explain that you're just visiting, their tone remains skeptical. "You don't look like you're from around here," they say. Seemingly straightforward, this comment can be a microaggression. It reveals a lack of familiarity with the diverse range of people who might live in the area. The comment implies that there's a particular look that defines who belongs and perpetuates the idea that Black people are not part of the local community. By focusing on your appearance rather than engaging with your explanation, the comment reinforces stereotypes and creates a sense of alienation. 5. Are you sure you can handle that baggage? Imagine you're checking in for your flight, excited to start your vacation. As you approach the counter, a travel agent raises an eyebrow at your luggage. "Are you sure you can handle that baggage?" they ask with a hint of skepticism. Seemingly concerned, this comment can be a microaggression. It implies doubts about your ability to manage your own belongings based on your appearance and gender. By questioning your strength and competence, this comment undermines your autonomy and reinforces harmful stereotypes. The comment perpetuates the idea that Black women are not strong enough to manage their own luggage, reducing them to a caricature and perpetuating sexist and racial biases. Number 6. I don't see many people like you here. Picture yourself sunbathing by the pool on a sunny vacation day when a fellow sunbather approaches you. "Enjoying the weather?" they ask. You strike up a conversation and mention your travel plans. "I don't see many people like you here," they remark. Seemingly interested, this comment can be a microaggression. It reveals a lack of exposure to diversity, implying that your presence is rare or unexpected in that location. By commenting on your race in this manner, they reinforce the idea that there are places where Black people do not belong. The comment perpetuates the myth of homogeneous communities and reduces you to a representative of your race rather than an individual traveler. 7. Let me take a photo of you for your memories. Imagine standing in front of a breathtaking landscape, camera in hand, ready to capture the moment. A passerby approaches you. "Let me take a photo of you," they offer, thinking they're helping. You agree and pose. They snap the photo. Then you realize they never took one of you both together. This seemingly thoughtful gesture can be a microaggression. It highlights the tendency to objectify Black women's bodies while denying them agency in the photographic process. The focus becomes your appearance rather than creating a shared memory. This act reinforces the idea that Black women's bodies are on display and that others have the right to capture them without regard for their perspective. Number 8. Why are you traveling alone? Imagine arriving at your destination after a long journey, ready to check into your hotel. As you approach the desk, the clerk asks, "Why are you traveling alone?" Surprised by the question, you reply that you prefer solo trips. They respond with, "Oh, I thought you were with your family." Seemingly innocent, this comment can be a microaggression. It reveals a lack of understanding of Black women's choices regarding independent travel. By assuming that you're not traveling alone by choice, the clerk perpetuates stereotypes about Black women's dependence on others. This comment reinforces the idea that Black women should not be alone and undermines your autonomy as a traveler. 9. Your hair is so unique. Where did you get it done? Imagine sitting down at a restaurant after a long day of sightseeing, ready to relax when a fellow diner approaches your table. "Your hair is so unique," they exclaim. "Where did you get it done?" With a hint of curiosity. Seemingly complimentary, this comment can be a microaggression. It implies that your hairstyle is so unusual that it must have been done outside your current location. This comment reinforces stereotypes about Black women's hair and implies that there are certain places where such styles are not created. The comment perpetuates the idea that Black women's hair is exotic and reduces them to their physical traits rather than appreciating their personal style. Number 10. I was just wondering about your heritage. Picture yourself exploring a historical landmark when a tour guide approaches you. "I was just wondering about your heritage," they begin. You share that you're from a mixed heritage. "Oh, I didn't realize," they reply. Seemingly inquisitive, this comment can be a microaggression. It reveals a lack of understanding of mixed heritage and perpetuates the idea that there's a singular cultural experience associated with Black people. By implying that your appearance contradicts your stated heritage, the tour guide reinforces stereotypes and denies your multifaceted identity. This comment perpetuates the myth of monolithic cultures and undermines the complexity of Black identity. Microaggressions, though subtle, can erode the joy of travel. Acknowledging these signs is the first step towards dismantling them. Every interaction, whether it's a seemingly innocent question or an unsolicited comment, contributes to a larger narrative. By documenting, discussing, and educating, we can shift the narrative. Let's embark on a journey of awareness, understanding, and positive change. And remember, every journey, including the journey towards equality, starts with a single step. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep inspiring.